So people, let's have a look at one of the most incredible moves in the golf swing. My partner on WorldClassGolf.com, Dr. Robert Neal, one of the world's leading biomechanics specialists, working live with Justin Thomas, collecting data. You're going to see some things in this video that you have not seen before. Why are these tool pros hitting the ball so far? There's one move in the swing that's going to blow you away. Later on in the video, we're going to show you how to create this movement, feel this movement, picking up your club head speed, but improving your all-round swing technique. All right, let's get into it.
To solve the mystery of Thomas's length, we summoned Dr. Robert Neal, an acclaimed golf physicist and founder of Golf Biodynamics.
How's it going?
Hi, thank you.
Dr. Neal. Thomas.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You look at him and he's not physically impressive, and I asked him if he was pretty powerful as an athlete, and he said, no, I wouldn't rate myself as quick or fast. And so I said, wow, that's interesting. His body speeds show that he is fast, that he's probably got a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers that allow him to generate speed very rapidly.
For a precise conclusion, we hooked Thomas up to Dr. Neal's Golf Biodynamics technology.
What it'll do is measure exactly the position your hands and body are in space at every moment during the swing.
I'm, I guess, excited to see, you know, what all this stuff's about, but I'm kind of scared to see it at the same time. I don't know what it's going to look like.
Stand like this, facing me. We'll do left and right shoulders. I know you haven't done this sort of thing before, so it'll feel a little weird when you first start swinging on it.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. Felt like I had a tail.
Wave your left hand.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I would hope I'm a little better looking than that guy. And I have legs. This should be pretty interesting, the first shot. That was almost a shank right there. I didn't shank it, but I sure laid the sod over it.
After some time to get used to the equipment,
I'm getting there. I still haven't hit one flush yet. Actually hit that one kind of good.
Nice and solid, right?
Yeah, pretty nice.
it was time to record the actual data with the driver. After 17 total shots, Thomas sat down with Dr. Neal for a preliminary look at the readings.
So Justin, this is what your swing looks like in 3D. You can see, for example, how you move the club down through here. Great extension through the follow-through and so forth. Right out of the middle of the club as well. That's one of your secrets, but it's a secret that we knew about in physics, but there are not too many people who can actually do it.
Cool stuff.
Next, it was back to the lab to find out exactly how Thomas is able to launch the ball so well.
Three key things that I picked out in terms of how the club is delivered.
Number one, a beyond perfect smash factor, which is the ratio of club head speed to ball speed, giving an indication of impact efficiency.
Now, theoretically, the limit's 1.50. Justin hit 17 shots. The average was 1.52. which is really remarkable. It means he hits the same spot, the sweet spot on the club face, virtually all 17 of those shots.
Number two, Thomas delivers the highest launch angle on tour.
The ball takes off at the highest angle relative to the ground, but it's really low spinning. It's one of those phenomena that are just really difficult to produce.
Number three, in order to get that high launch angle, Thomas delivers a high angle of attack.
It's the angle that the club head is moving as it contacts the ball. His average was almost 5 degrees up, and the tour average is 1.3 degrees down. So this combination really optimizes what he's able to do with the club at impact with the driver. It's interesting to go and look at what his body does in order to create those club head dynamics.
Thomas lifts his pelvis up to 3 inches off the ground at impact. By comparison, some Remax long drive competitors lift up to 5 inches.
That is one of the power moves that we see. If someone isn't able to raise this up, they're not able to push off the ground, they're just not able to generate the same speed. His whole body, pelvis, lifts in the late part of the downswing, and it lifts very rapidly. And this assists him in moving the handle of the club up, which then flattens the arc of the club head and allows him to hit up on the ball.
It's unbelievable the stuff technology can do, and it was cool to just to kind of see it all done on myself. Now I'll have an official answer when people ask me, why I hit it the length that I do.
What a drill this is. What a simple, clear, basic drill that can immediately improve your leg work, your footwork, your impact position, your entire through swing. Let's have a look at this. I use this drill personally. There's not that many drills out there. I mean, there is, but not many that actually help a lot of people. And this is a fantastic. When I use this drill and I look at my swing, it's about the only time my right leg looks a little bit like Fred Couples. Only when I'm doing the drill. So I'm using this drill a lot these days and really improving the way that my hips work and also the way that we start to grip the ground, pull back, which can really help your speed here. So this gives you a feeling of your legs having to pull back and underneath you, which helps us really get the left hip to extend up and we start to use the ground more effectively. Right, so what we do, it's basic, but you want basic, right? You want to be able to connect to certain feelings. So this is how we do it, right? You get 2 golf balls, take your address position, your normal address position with the outside golf ball. The inside golf ball is a club head length away from the outside golf ball. Now you're going to hit the inside golf ball here. Right, so take your address position. Okay, and what you do is you concentrate, you're going to look at the inside golf ball, hit that, and then listen and feel to what your body's telling you and what it's doing, all right? Now, you might hit it clean, you might not, but it's also good for your balance and your coordination. And it really helps keep your legs back. It really stops early extension.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys. World-class golf instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. The most structured and detailed video platform ever created. Improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.
So guys, 2 ways we can look at this drill. This is just incredible, this drill here. What we're going to do first off is take your address position, get the palm of the left hand on the grip and just lift it up, all right? Now what we're going to look at doing is when we move through the golf ball is get this left hip to move backwards in this direction while your right foot's on the ground. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to stretch your legs here, it's going to pull your legs back, it's going to give us some space, it's going to help us to extend up, okay? Now with the left hand on the golf club here, what it does is it lifts up the left side. Now you can do it like this, or you can simply do it without a golf club. Hold up your left hand so it points about 1 yard over the golf ball and get a feeling. It really is an unbelievable way to get and keep your legs back. We see so many players extending these legs back in here. It's a great way to keep your left shoulder up because when we do this, we have really great tilts.
In the downswing, we've got to get a pressure over to the left side quickly so that you can push off the ground. So that move left is a little squat, just like if you were jumping, and then you explode up, and you use both legs here, Craig.
Yeah, you don't have as much to do you? When you're not swaying off the golf ball, you can get across a little bit easier, and then you've got something to push off. Otherwise, you've just got nothing to push off, have you?
And if you're way back here and you tried to push with your left leg, you'll just push yourself further away from the golf ball rather than pushing yourself up in the air to deliver the club. Now, this feature, if you do it properly, can quickly add 3 to 5 miles an hour of club head speed.
No doubt, yeah.
It's one of the real easy places to go to from a swing mechanics perspective to allow you to do that. As he approaches the top of the backswing, you can see that there's a slight drop in his pelvis. It's dropped about 1/2 inch, not very much, 1 centimeter. And then in the transition and early downswing, you can see he allows the pelvis to drop. Like it goes down 1.2 inches, so about 4 centimeters. And then there's this massive push up, and very, very rapidly. So the extension through his whole body here has the pelvis rising from 1.2 inches down to 2.1 inches above where it started at setup. So a total lift of about 3 inches, over 3 inches. And that's what really helps him to generate energy by pushing hard with those big muscles of the legs into the ground vertically. And that, of course, helps to generate the force necessary to lift the body, which is great for attack angle, but also because of the location of the center of mass, that really helps him to rotate the body fast.
So guys, I don't know if you saw that move, but this is another way, an interesting way to use the ground effectively. And we see a lot of great players in the past also doing this. What I'm doing here is I'm actually moving down and then extending back up. And this can give you a really good feel in your turn and your tilt in the backswing. The PGA average of movement down in the backswing is 1 inch. So they do move, that's the average. Averages movement, compliments of Dr. Robert Neal on WorldClassGolf.com, the biomechanics specialist. So the movement down is 1 inch. So what we're seeing the tour players do, we even see it with Fred Couples, we see it with Ernie Els. So guys, just check out this swing here of Els. Now just watch his head, right? Watch how his head just slightly lowers. Now this is a great drill just in itself, just to help you get great tilts and your sequence. It'll help you get everything to collect more effectively at the top. Now, if you can get a feeling, I'm going to show you how to really feel this drill just in a second. But if you can push down around this part of your stance here, and then when you shift, you can push back up. Watch how he lifts back up here, people. And the thing about Els' swing is sometimes he's actually, look how high he gets. He's actually almost at times, he comes back to where he started at times, almost looks like he's a little higher than where he started at, which is very interesting because a lot of amateurs, when they see that in their swings, they think it's like the end of the world. So guys, let's have a look at this drill now, how we can feel these practices, because it's a great way to help pick up your club head speed, but it has such a positive effect on your swing. They move down in their pivot. So what I'm showing you here is to move down and then move back up. And this is also powerful. This is also using the ground as leverage, helping players extend. So for a lot of you out there, you probably find this move a lot easier. And we see just awesome players like Ernie Els, some of the best swings, use this type of turning pivot, compression movement or compression in the pivot, however you want to word it. Just watch my head here. And this is something I tend to practice from time to time to help me get some depth in my pivot. So I'm going to get my left hip and my left shoulder to push downwards somewhere around this right foot. So I'm building up pressure, and then I'm going to push off and extend and get my chest up. And it actually feels really good when you start to work on it. So we're going to go left shoulder, left hip down. All right, go a couple of practice swings first. Push down into that right foot. Okay, and then we're going to extend back up and then get your finish position. Just stay in your finish position as well sometimes, just to help you program it and feel like the chest is up. Just stand in it for a minute, 30 seconds. That's how you really train yourself to get these movements automatic. But this is also a fantastic way, pivoting down, pushing back up, a different way to staying a little bit more level and dropping. But we've seen similar movements and motions from some of the best ever ball strikers. Perhaps you can experiment around there and feel which one works for you. Even this used as a drill when you're pushing down, it's really helping you to wind up and get awesome tilts in your hips and your shoulders, getting close and inside those tour averages.